What's up, YouTube? This is Tom from BDT Deviants. I know I'm by myself. I don't have Billy, I don't have Dan, I don't have Artie with me. It's just me. Last time I did this was years and years ago when this channel first started as the Season 1 prologue. It's been that long, hasn't it? Anyways, I'm here to, state of play, update the channel, give you what I've been thinking about, and give you an update on projects that I had it planned 8 years ago and now I'm able to resolve. So if you look at the channel currently, you can tell there's a Season 1 remastered. It's not complete, obviously. And I only did, I think, the prologue and a couple episodes. Although the second episode is really just episode 2, 3, 4, 5 all in one, which makes sense. It was, those videos were very short and condensed, basically, so might as well make it like an episode pack, basically. I'm rambling. So, I had the idea for the project of redoing Season 1, Season 2, in the same style I do with Season 3. And I was on track to do that, but I ran into a very big issue that I just resolved recently, shockingly. So back in the day, I had a mechanical hard drive. Now, this hard drive had everything I've ever done for this channel, including behind-the-scenes stuff that even Dan did. I don't know if I have all of it, but I definitely have a fair chunk. Last time I had access to that drive was July 29th, 2015. After that date, I ceased to have any access to it. Now, there was attempts at trying to grab the data off the hard drive, but I couldn't figure it out, and I didn't want to risk damaging it further. So until I had more, foresight and knowledge on how to go about this, I kept the drive as it is, shell off, unfortunately, because like I said, I tried to figure this out. The shell came off. I got anchor, SATA cable, power adapter thing, thinking maybe it was cables. No, it wasn't cables, just didn't work out. 8 years later, literally 8 years later, I found a local place where I'm living currently where they work on computers and hard drives. I had the hard drive this whole time, so I'm like, okay, is there something I could do with this hard drive? Because I got curious, and part of my curiosity to try to fix this and figure this out was I hated the stylistic choices I made for Season 1 and Season 2. Now, at the time, I was going through different programs. I went from Movie Maker to Sony Vegas, and I got more comfortable with Vegas. I like Vegas a lot more than, obviously, Movie Maker. But I was in that weird transition of, okay, you're using a program to program. We were deep in the meme culture at that point, or trolling, whichever you want to go with. And more or less, those bits were just video memes, basically, that I would splice into the video, and cool, they were funny at the time, but I just don't like how it looks.
This is the end!
Same thing with annotations. There were annotations that YouTube used to do. They no longer exist. And I would bake my own annotations into the video, into the videos, especially Season 2. I did that. And looking back at it now, I just don't like it. And the overall theme between 1 to 2 to 3 just doesn't mesh well. So, in 2015, I was going to try to fix that with Season 1. But now you know that the hard drive issue I had, I couldn't do that. So I found a local place that could fix hard drives. So I brought the hard drive over and seeing what we could do. Now, I will be real with you. The drive was almost dead at this point. It was in a state of partition. That's the word, partition. It was in a partition state, which means that obviously I couldn't access the drive normal means. So a professional with their program was able to access it so I could do a data recovery. Thankfully, after 1.3 terabytes of data, basically, that's what that drive held, And it wasn't just BDT. Like, I had my own personal channel stuff on there, from Tomtrocity to my work rant channel. Hey, Mr. B Crapful. Haven't heard that name in forever. And even just capture footage of videos I would do for video games from Advert Media. Anyways, that's why it was so big. All the videos plus some music. So we went to data recovery mode, and after, I think, 9 hours of transfer from the professional program, and a little money dropped into it, a little bit of money, not a whole lot of money, I was able to recover everything, which is fantastic, which is why I'm making this video currently. What I'm announcing, and I'm going to tell you now, is that the remastered project plan for season 1 is back on the table. Same thing with season 2. Season 3, I'm thinking, and I'm really probably will go with it. The first half to probably up to what we've uploaded recently will probably be redone for reasons. 1 and 2 are being redone because 1, editing style, 2, the memes, the bits, the annotations gotta go. And for 3, the watermarks. Now, at the time, watermarks, just the BDT logo somewhere in the video. Cool, I like that idea then. I don't like it so much now because over time, the size adjustments were just wild. Okay, so with season 2, I had it, fairly there. And did a little bit of transition, whatever. By the time I got to season 3, I found a thing where I found the idea of just putting the watermark there and just letting it stick. Okay, it could stick, but it was huge. It's like taking up a decent size on the left-hand side and does bother me a little bit. So, if I were to do watermarks now, I would keep them pretty tiny, but I'm just going to do away with them altogether. Same thing with the channel hub. Channel hub was there because, we still had ways to do video links, and you can just link channels. You can, but it's not the same anymore. You have end cards, you have video cards, you have cards now. So the channel hub makes no sense, clearly. So going forward, this is how I'm going to be formatting this remaster projects that I'm going to be doing. You're still going to have the video audio discretion as advised because we do curse, obviously. And I would say even the jokes or things that we said then obviously don't fly too well now, but it was at the time. So you figure with that discretion in place in mind, should keep that, pretty obvious. 1 had a lot more cursing, obviously. 2, cursing was there, but I played a person that I made into a fake character that imitated that person and their personality to a point. And on top of that, it was a little bit of cringe, a little bit of, that's going to be a little bit harder to work with when I do the remaster project, but the plan is there to still do it. So cohesively, you're still going to have your video audio discretion, you're still going to have your intro, and you're still going to have your outro, but at least it's thematically going to be the same, and you'll have the episode title card after the intro. That's all I want to do. Just keep it straight and simple, and keep it pretty much stylistically the same across. So, I don't know when these will all be uploaded. I don't know when they'll all go public. But the idea now is to now have a way of accessing these files again. I can cohesively continue doing this project. Now, this is going to be uploaded, obviously, and you still have access to what I've done so far for the remaster project for Season 1. Again, it's not much. But they will eventually disappear, and I'll have newer versions up. My intent is to make every video I have, and if it's doable, 1080p, 60 FPS. Now, at the time, the flip camera, I think, only did max of 720. But I want to make sure we can maintain that 60 FPS. And in some cases, even though it's at 720, even rendering at 1080, it looks just as well. Still pretty fantastic, honestly. But that's my intent, is to streamline the across the board the resolution, the frame rate, how it looks, and how it goes. And don't get me wrong, I will have subtle hints leading up into season 1 and season 2, season 2 and season 3 in some manner. Like I said, I've gotten more comfortable editing with Vegas Pro or Sony Vegas Pro, and I'm still learning 21. This is version 21. Back in the day, I was using version, I think, 10 or 11, and I eventually got to 13 when I upgraded from my second laptop to the third laptop. So, that's everything I gotta say. I know this was a long-ish video, and that's all I have. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for hearing me out. Obviously, if you watch the longest behind-the-scenes video, you could tell I was frustrated about this whole ordeal. But I'm glad I was able to resolve this whole ordeal to do this. So, that's it for me, Tomtrocity for BDT Deviants, Tom. And stay tuned, and we'll catch up soon enough. Maybe in the future we'll come back. It's up in the air regardless, so have fun watching.